My name is Kai Castro, candidate number 0248, and this is my AICE Media Studies CCR. My CCR is based off my 2-minute movie called The Final. This movie is filled with suspense, drama, and soccer when high school soccer player Camilla gets injured in her semifinal soccer game. The trainer thinks she will be able to play in the final, but it all comes down to how bad she wants it, how much hard work she puts in, and how determined she is to play in that final game. Question 1 was, how does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues? So our movie is meant to appeal to teenagers, but more specifically teenage athletes. On a more personal level, it could be teenage athletes who have suffered an injury or who are currently injured and need that hope, motivation, encouraging movie to let them know that there is hope, and as long as they put in the hard work, everything will work out how it's supposed to. But not only is it for teenagers and athletes, it has a little bit of everything for everyone. It has some high school drama, so suspense based on the fact of if she can or can't play, and then of course some action shots of soccer games that could appeal to some sports fans. This movie is similar to movies like Rocky and Soul Surfer, as both the main characters in these two movies get injured and then overcome that injury and continue to succeed in the sport they love, which would be surfing and boxing. Moving on to question 2, which is, how does your product engage with audiences, and how would it be distributed as real media text? So if this were to be a real movie, we would obviously create a trailer. And our trailer would have a little bit of everything for everyone, as I previously stated. We would have some comedy, some drama, some action shots, a little bit of suspense. That way it would appeal to an even larger audience. And the movie would stream on different streaming platforms such as Peacock, Prime, Netflix, and Hulu. And these are the same platforms where we would show the trailer so that people know, oh, like I'm watching the trailer on here so I can watch the movie on here when it does come out. But our main form of distribution will be social media. And when I say social media, I mean creating a page for the movie that the cast and the producers have access to on, for example, Instagram and TikTok, where the cast can do celebrity interviews, answer questions from the audience, play games with one another, really just so that the audience feels like they can relate to the cast on a more personal level, or develop a relationship with the cast and then be more excited to watch the movie when it does come out, because they will feel like they've related to the cast on a more personal level. Question 3 is, how did your production skills develop throughout this project? And I would say overall they improved, because I've never done a project like this before, so I didn't really have any production skills to begin with. But I would say the first thing I noticed is the script you write before the movie is how you want everything to go, not necessarily how everything will go. Because we faced lots of challenges during filming that we had to overcome. Some examples of those were our star actress Camilla. She got injured in real life the very first week of filming. She hurt her shoulder and was in a big sling. So every film we had her in, she had to take the sling off, and we had to be very careful about the mobility of her shoulder so that she wouldn't get hurt. This was specifically hard in the scene where we have to fake her ankle injury, because we couldn't have her fall on her shoulder and we couldn't have her hit the ground too hard without hurting her shoulder even more. Another challenge we faced was the one day we filmed our scene with audio. It was really windy. So we had to adjust the level of our voices and reshoot multiple times so that you were in fact able to hear us. And you also need tons of patience. I definitely improved on my patience, because you have to reshoot films 5, 6, 7 times, even when you think you have it good. And we thought we had multiple scenes filmed very well, and then we would take it to our teacher and he'd be like, no, do it again. And we would. And as frustrating as it is, it was for the best. Also, leadership skills. High school students are lazy, so if you want something done, if you have an opinion, a question, a comment, you definitely have to speak up for yourself and take charge and let your teammates know like what you're thinking and why you're thinking that. And then lastly, editing skills. Also, I would say those improved greatly. I would say I didn't really have any before, because I didn't really do anything like this ever. So definitely improved, and the platform we used made it really easy because it was user friendly, easy to navigate, didn't have much issues. Now I'm going to show you guys some examples of the challenges we face. So this is a scene where Camilla supposedly gets hurt, even though it doesn't look like that. Like I said, we couldn't have her land hard, we couldn't have her on her shoulder because, again, her shoulder was hurt. And then this is the scene where it's really windy and we have to talk.
Hey, are you ready for the game? Yeah, I'm really excited. Me too. This team's really good, though. Yeah, I heard that too. I saw some film on them. So we should be okay, though. Yeah.
As you can see, as we walk away, you can't really hear us. And originally we wanted to be so you guys could hear us, but then we realized like we're walking our way, the sound's gonna fade anyway, so it's fine. Lastly is question 4, which is how did you integrate technology, software, hardware, and online in this project? And honestly, we stuck to the basics. We used an iPhone 16 to film everything, handheld, all shots. And then to edit, we used, like I said, WeVideo, which was very user-friendly, easy to navigate, didn't have much troubles with that. This is what WeVideo looks like, and then this is a close-up of like the menu bar with everything. As you click it, it obviously goes more in depth. And then this is what the help button looks like and the options you have for that. Again, once you click it, it takes you to another page. And it was really easy to use. We didn't have any issues, and if we did, we just came here. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.